felzbug, and I'm back with another review. Oh man, and this is really awesome because I finally got me a lockdown, and I loves lockdown, I'll admit it. That's one of the highlights of the animated series for me, was lockdown. The whole animated series was good, but lockdown was just awesome and one of my favorites. So to see him be put as like the main villain, I know everybody was thinking, oh, is it going to be Galvatron? Of course, Galvatron's the main. No, it's actually Lockdown, and I loves it. So, yeah, there he is. And I will say the Takara version, it ain't out yet, but I've seen pictures of it, and it do look better. But this came out first, so I loves Lockdown, so I'm getting this one first. So when I get the Takara, we can compare. So right there, and there's him without his mask. Yeah, I kind of like that green mask. It just looks awesome. Alright, so let's turn to the side. Handy hands. Right there, simple side with the picture. And back. There you go. And you got the back right there, and on the back, we'll move that over a little bit, handy hands. Yeah. There you go. And it says, Lockdown captures everything he tracks. Few of his targets have outmaneuvered him, and even fewer have escaped his prisons. Now the merciless bounty hunter has set his sights on the Autobots. Oh man, that is just awesome! Oh man, I can't wait. So let's go back and turn to the front, hands. Oh, and it done said it changed in 13 steps. So, yeah. I wish it changed in more steps or less. Or you don't have to tell me how many. Anyway. So, yeah, there's Lockdown. So, let's go open him up and check him out. Alright, let's go. Woohoo! I can't wait. Loves Lockdown. Alright, and here we have Lockdown in his vehicular mode, and he is a Lamborghini Aventador. Yeah, kind of like Matador, but Aventador or something like that. I'm probably saying it wrong, but that's okay. But this is a really nice car. I mean, I do like it. In the movie, he looked awesome. And of course, this is his gun on the top, and yeah, it does have a missile, which is just the usual pressure. And hopefully, so yeah, don't go far, but it does shoot. So yeah, and yes, it does attach. I'm gonna show that real fast. It does attach to his face in robot mode, which is really nice. But let me just take this off, because just 2 pegs back here. But yeah, it is nice. I wish the tires were painted, but they do some paint apps, which is, you know, right here in the front, the black, the headlights, that right there. Now, there isn't any detail on that, you know, it's just yellow, but it's there. You know, it's got the windshield wipers that are painted right there. The side mirror, got a nice little Decepticon-y symbol there. So really nice. And in the back, they actually did paint these backlight area and the red brake lights. So yeah, they did do a very, very nice job on the paint job on it. And it really does look good. And just to compare this one, and this is the flip and change, just for size comparison. I'll be right there, and I'll just move one more. And of course, let's get the original animated. Yeah, right there. So there you go, Lockdown 1, 2, 3. So yeah, let's go and transform Lockdown into his robot mode. Alright. Alright, so let's get Lockdown into his robot mode. So first thing we're going to do is come to the back, and we're going to open this up. And this part we pop up here and then move up and slide over the wheel. So I'll move it over and slide over the wheel like that. And these are his arms. So you come over here and it just pegs in right there. And you just move it out. And for right now, just move his arm up out of the way. For right now. Now right here are his feet, so we're just going to take those, move them down, open them up, flip the foot down, rotate away. And then what we have here is the front. And the front end, we're going to pop off this, separate. So we're going to separate this part here. It's going to move it up like this and rotate. Okay, and now this part here, you just go separate this, and this part's going to just come up here like this. We still have the arms here. Okay, and what we're going to do is this part is going to come down. And if you look, okay, right here in the back, there's a peg, a hole above that screw, and the peg is right there. It just locks in right over there, like that. This goes here. Now these pieces over here can rotate in, like this. So it closes up like that. Arms like this, move it down, and the arm goes like this. And after you do all that, then you have Deluxe locked down in his robot mode. So it's pretty easy transformation. And yeah, let's get to the details and I'll talk about it more. Alright, let's go. Alright, and here we have Lockdown in his robot mode, and just look at that head sculpt. That is fantastic. Now you can see his eyes must be painted, because there's no light piping coming through, even though he does have, and you'll see in a minute with the figure at the top of his head, he does have light piping, but it's not coming through, so it must be painted. But look at that. Whoever did that sculpt, amazing work. I look at that. That is really a fantastic head sculpt. Really amazing. And then let's back up a little bit and take a look at the body. And right there, and this is where the figure is kind of like, wait a minute. That don't look like a Lockdown. Yeah. And there are some details that really bug me. Quite a bit, actually. Because I really want to love this figure. I'm going to be honest. I want to like it. Really. And I'm happy to have it. I think it's a really good deluxe. But because it's Lockdown, I'm real disappointed in it. I end up being disappointed. And I think the biggest thing anybody would notice is this. His arms. I mean, literally, his arm is just the door panel. You rotate it, and it's this thin door panel with a pseudo hand molded in, and it really, oh man, it just comes off. And also his legs end up looking real flat. The way that they did them, they just are so flat. They're not flat, but this part here just ends up looking flat. I mean, it looks like, you know, the flip and change version for the legs. You know, the legs do have articulation. But, oh, man. And just the general look, he doesn't look anything like the CGI, the figure. Now, I will say, they did a lot of work on it. You can see the paint apps on the chest there. The black, the blue, the Decepticon symbol. But even on the chest, they painted that black. They got that silver paint. And then right under it, you could see the silver and the gold color, that yellow gold. And even on the legs, there's little bits of paint. And I think that's fantastic. And it's kind of a metallic-y paint. They did the same thing for the arms here. But for Lockdown, it just doesn't seem to work for me. Now, articulation wise, let's do the articulation real fast. Now, okay, for the head it's on a ball joint, but you're not going to get, like, it'll go up and down just a little bit. And you can go 360 around. Right there. Now for the arms, shoulders, they go up all the way to there. They go down And then you got rotation, and there's a ball joint, but as you see, the ball joint goes in this way. So you can do that with him. Now for his elbow, he's got a 90-degree elbow, and he does have a swivel, but you're limited. That swivel is limited. No waist articulation for the leg. It goes out, swivels around. So you've got this motion here. Then the knee. Knee is less than 90 degrees, and it swivels all the way around. And he does have tilt, which is part of the transformation. So that's really the articulation for him. It's not bad. But again, just the look of him doesn't really fit for lockdown. Now, one thing I do like that they did was his gun, which we saw in the car, is that you can take it and, alright, now, the way it works, okay, now here, and his head tends to move a bit, so, see if I can get it this time. If I get it, I usually get in one try. Yeah, there it goes. So you put it in through the top, and that little clip part clips on the back here. And then you have his awesome face cannon. I mean, and that is awesome. I do really like that. I think it's a nice detail that they put in. And it's great for the figure. But yeah, there's some real nice things about this figure, but there's some things that just really didn't come together for me. So I gotta really think about this, and let's go to the summation. Alright, let's go. Alright, time for the summation. And there we have Lockdown along with Bumblebee, just so you can see a little height. Yeah, so he's about the same size as Bumblebee, which is real disappointing. I mean, if you saw the movie, you know Lockdown was huge, and they made a itty bitty deluxe. Yeah. So, what do I think about Lockdown? Well, it's got some really great molding, and especially the face is real nice and detailed. I like that we got the face gun on him. That's awesome. But they went cheap on the wrong things. Man, the hands. I know it seems wrong that, wait a minute, felzbug, but you liked the flip and change. Yeah, I did. And because I know the flip and change is just a simple transformer, but he's got this great size, lots of details, and man, that mold looks more like the movie version than this does. And I know sometimes they gotta make changes, but I mean, really, this one just, man, I was excited to get it, and now I'm just kind of like, oh well, it's okay, because he's gonna sit on my shelf, but it don't feel right for Lockdown. I mean, come on, pretty much here's your choices for Decepticons: Megatron or Lockdown. And then you're going to get a Stinger, which is basically going to be the Bumblebee in red. So you're going to have 2 Deluxes and 1 Voyager versus all the Autobots and Dinobots. Yeah, that's going to be lots of fun. So, yeah, and this, it just don't satisfy. I got to say, I'm not satisfied with this. I will be getting the Takara version when he come out, but I don't know if that'll change my mind on him, because really I just don't feel this figure, this mold, it's not bad, it's just not Lockdown. So yeah, is he nice? He's okay. Is he shiny? And that means, like, when I say is he shiny, that means it's something you really, really gotta have? No, not really. Is he good? He's okay. And does that mean I'm going to eat him? Well, actually it means I'm going to pass on eating him. Now, it's kind of like you're going to buy him because there's no other Decepticons. And it's Lockdown, so you'll probably pick him up. But It's not the toy we're waiting for. I wanted something that was much better than that. That's what I was looking for. Something that was like, wow, this satisfies. And this don't. So Hasbro, Takara, get back to the drawing board. We need a better lockdown. So, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Bye.